The Tomy and Trackmaster advance of the Thomas the Tank Engine, Episode 15, Yard Problems. The yard is one of the biggest places on the island of Soda. It's where trains get it shunted for either passenger train or good to take out on the line. Sometimes the engine would stop and take a break and have a conversation of a variety of different kind of topics. Today they're talking about the paint scheme. I love nothing more than my beautiful green coat of paint, said Percy to himself. Green is nothing more than an engine to him or herself. I like my green paint too, said Duck. I'm one of the best green engines here on Soda. You can say about me as well, said Boko. I'm also green, so we're pretty lucky. Except me, said Edward, but that's okay. I like just the way I am with my blue coat of paint. Since there are a lot of engines of both blue and green, like you, Percy, and Duck, as well as Boko, there's also Emily and Henry as well, and that's for blue. All I can think about is Thomas and Gordon. Yep, that is true, said Percy. Uh-oh, said Edward. Here comes trouble. Indeed, there was trouble looking. Spencer would have nothing to do, so he went into the yard. What's going on here? Said Spencer. None of the engines responded. Hello? Are you deaf or something? What's going on here? Nothing, said Percy. Nothing? Said Spencer. What do you mean, nothing? I mean, there's nothing going on for you, said Edward. We're just having our own conversation. Why you go mind your own business? You caused way too much trouble here on Soda ever since you first came here to help out with the song with the Duke and Duchess. What? I did not cause any trouble. And besides, what did you even do to deserve this? I did not cause any trouble for your concern. Well, said Percy, I tell you everything what you did from the start. You called Toby an old slowcoat, but in the end, Toby beat you in ways, just like how Edward did back when you first came to Sodor, even though that was years ago. Then you bossed Lincoln around, and Lincoln had enough with you, so Lincoln kinda made a plan for you, and you kinda deserve it. And not only now, Spencer, we have enough of you causing trouble. I agree, said Doc. Just like Edward said, why you go out and mind your own business? Like, how about you pull like a train or something? Huh, said Spencer. Well, you asking me, I have nothing to do, and this is my business. This is your business? Asked Boko. Please, can you just go away? We're trying to have a nice people conversation. Can you just go away? We don't want any drama here. I don't even care, said Spencer. And besides, what are you guys even talking about anyway? We're talking about our paint scheme, said Edward. Spencer, if you had nothing nice to say, then do not say it at all, said Edward. If you want to be in this conversation, then you need to be more nicer. Because we do not like rude or mean engines here on Soda. We love engines who are nice, not engines who are mean like you. Spencer, have enough. Oh, that does it, said Spencer. I have it with this. Well, if I don't want to be in this part of this conversation, well, I will just be it. Goodbye. And with that, Spencer swoops away. Good riddance, said Percy. That sharp Spencer is gone. Yep, agree. We don't want him to cause him too much trouble. What will he do next? Whatever, said Duck. Let's get back to our conversation and get the minds off and that silver show off. Great idea, Duck, said Boko. I want to do the same like you. Let's get back to the conversation and get the minds off on Spencer. Great idea, said Percy and Edward at the same time. Later that evening, Percy and Edward were shunting in two goods trains. Percy was shunting a freight train for Henry, and Edward shunting a goods train for Ryan. As the two were about to cover up to the trucks, Percy noticed about Percy's face. Percy, asked Edward, what's the matter? Well, said Percy, I felt a little bit bad about not letting Spencer join our conversation. I understand where you're coming from, said Edward, but Spencer is nothing but a rude and boastful engine. He also a bit of a bragger too, and he liked to show off. Plus, he had nothing nice to say. Had to agree with you, said Percy. I did not like him either. I mean, he done a lot of bad things from the past. I just do not want him to cause any more trouble. Had to agree on that, said Edward. Don't worry, it's gonna be a lot more better when we do this conversation again tomorrow. Tomorrow? Said Edward. I'm afraid I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, said Edward, because I need to work on my branch line tomorrow. Oh, I totally understand, said Percy. Well, I guess I'll see you then, said Percy. Come on, let's get these freight trains ready. Agreed, said Edward. And with that, the two engines take the freight trains to Nafford. But what Percy and Edward did not know was that Spencer overheard their conversation. Said Spencer. So, this means that the engines do not like me after all. What did I do to deserve this? This is not film. This is not right. I should participate in the conversations. Not doing nothing. This is so not fair. I must do something about this. Then Spencer had an idea. A very not so good idea, which is a pretty naughty idea. I know, said Spencer. Tomorrow afternoon, when I have their conversation once again, let's say their conversation is gonna have like a crashing, exploding end, he said to himself. So Spencer went out to carry his plan. The next day of the afternoon, they began having their conversation again. Hi, Doc, said Percy. Hi, said Doc, but where's Edward? Well, he had to walk on his branch line, unfortunately. But I did find an engine who did want to join us. Our good old friend, Hero. Hi, you all, said Hero. How are you doing, Percy, my friend? I'm doing pretty good, said Percy. Agreed, said Boko. But before we can talk, what are these two trucks doing here? Well, this is technically the yard after all. I bet that they're supposed to be taken out for a freight train today. What are they just doing here? Should it be on a goods train or something, like a freight train? The engines were concerned. I have no idea where to put them, said Duck sadly. Meanwhile, with Spencer in the Prima on another side of the yard, Spencer had an oil tanker. Well, said Spencer, I have no other choice but to do this. Since the engine did not let me join the conversation yesterday, they think I was being rude and causing a lot of trouble, which I did not. So, I'm gonna put this oil tanker, and it's gonna come in kaboom. Let's get the show on the road. Spencer backed up to give it a big bump. He gave it a big bump, and the oil tanker rolled very fast. Meanwhile, with the full engines, they're still trying to decide who it belongs to. Who could it belong to? Asked Hero curiously. I don't know, asked Percy. If I had to guess, it would have to be Charlie. Charlie as Duck. Why would it be Charlie? I don't know. That's just my guess. Just then, Luna came in. She was just released from the steamworks. Hi, dude, she said happily. Oh, hi, said Hero. Who are you? Oh, my name's Luna. What's yours? Oh, my name is Hero. They call me Master of the Railway. Nice to meet you, Hero, my dude. Anyway, I just came to take these 2 trucks because I've taken it out on a goods train today. Oh, so they belong to you as Duck. Yep, they sure are, said Luna. Then there was trouble. All the engines watched. They saw a tanker rolling down pretty fast. What is that? asked Percy. I don't know, said Hero. It looks like an oil tanker. It's rolling down pretty fast. What could be rolling down pretty fast as Duck? An oil tanker, asked Luna. Oh no! Come on. Let's get out of the way to avoid getting hurt. The 2 managed to get out just in time. The oil tanker was rolling pretty fast. Then there was even more trouble. The oil tanker crashed into the Luna's trucks, and then the oil tanker derailed, and then the explosion of a fire began. Oh no, said the engines. Back away, back away, back away. All the engines were pretty scared of the fire, so they had to evacuate pretty fast to avoid getting hurt.